Hey YouTube, it's Tom at Buxton Auto. It's been a while since I filmed a video, but have I got a story for you. As you probably know, I do lots and lots of bonded titles. The bonded title video has probably been my best or second best video on YouTube. If you're a Texas resident and you need a bonded title, that video is available. I'm also going to be recording that video again, adding in some more information and letting you know that it's only for Texas. It eliminates a lot of problems with folks calling from out of state wanting to do it. Anyway, I've done 100, maybe 200 bonded titles and never had one go bad. But let me tell you what happens when one does go bad, because I had my first one go bad last month. So I bought a Jeep from a crackhead, which a lot of my customers that are selling cars without titles, they got issues. The Jeep had been abandoned on their property. They got it running. They sold it to me. I got their driver license and their ID copied. I had a bill of sale. We conducted the sale at my shop. I had video of them. And I went through the bonded title process as I always do. And nothing different there. I had my guy take the paperwork to the DMV. They issued the bonded title paperwork. I went and bought my bond, went to my county tax office and did the title, and then waited the 10 or 15 days that it usually takes to get the title back, and I get a title back. We're all good. Bonded title, 2004 Jeep Wrangler. Here we go. So it turns out we have a repeat customer on my shop side. He also had bought his daughter a car, and he's jonesing to get this Jeep, so he buys it. Then he calls me on a Sunday. He goes, "Hey man, I'm not freaking out." Oh, I should also mention he's in law enforcement. "I'm not freaking out, but I ran the plate that you gave me. Everything's cool. But just for curiosity, I ran the VIN on the Jeep and it comes up stolen. I wonder what's up with that." So as we find out through the course of a couple of weeks and talking to the detectives, no, it wasn't abandoned on the crackhead's land. It was abandoned on the farm next door where someone had died, and a family member was coming every so often to check on the property while this estate was being settled. So here's what happens when the bonded title goes bad. A judge orders him to surrender the vehicle to the county pending the hearing. They go to the hearing, and the rightful owner or guardian of the estate or whatever says, "No, I want the vehicle. It was stolen off our property." So it worked out well in that everybody involved was reasonable. My customer was totally reasonable, not angry with me. He's a solid dude. The person that got stole from, not angry with anybody. We know who sold the vehicle to me. They've already been arrested. That's a criminal trial. The civil court is the judge says, "No, you have to give the vehicle back to this lady." Well, in the meantime, he'd spent money buying stuff to upgrade this Jeep, and praise God, she said, "I want the Jeep. I'm willing to pay for what you paid for this stuff." So she paid him for what he was out of pocket. So he loses the Jeep. That's that. So we go to the bonding company. The bonding company needs a letter from the court, so the judge gives him that. And now the bonding company is going to pay out my bond amount. What you have to remember is that the bond is 1.5 times the average sale price of that vehicle. So the bond in this case was like $6,500. He paid $8,000. So he's going to get $6,500 from the bond company, and then Tom is going to pay him $1,500 because that is the difference from the bond to the sale price. I have to be legit and give the guy the money that he paid me. Not only because it's the right thing to do. He's a repeat freaking customer. He's a repeat customer on my car lot side, and he's a repeat customer on my shop side. Now, here's the thing about bonds that people don't necessarily understand. You have insurance and you have bonds. Insurance is, I wreck my car, insurance pays for another one. Bonds are If you can't fix your car, the bond company will. As it applies to the bonded title thing, it's not free money. What it is this bonding company is going to cut him a check for $6,500 because I don't have $6,500 to give him today. So they're going to pay that. But then in turn, I already have a collection letter from an attorney because the bond company wants their $6,500. A bond is a guarantee that you will pay. It is not free money. So if you are a car dealer and you're doing bonded titles, you need to be aware that you may have to pay if one goes bad. Now, I'll admit I'm a little gun shy on bonded titles today because this is still kind of a fresh wound. This sucks. However, I've done somewhere between 1 and 200 bonded titles with no issues. Now, as it turns out, this particular vehicle was reported stolen. It was reported stolen after all the bond process had happened because the person wasn't there all the time to see that the Jeep was missing. I have no criminal liability in this case. I'm not going to jail. I'm not getting harassed by the police or anything like that. Why? Because I protected myself. I have a copy of the ID from the person I bought it from, and I have a written bill of sale. And as it turned out, I was able to send them the video from our office where they could identify all parties concerned and make those arrests. So it is not illegal to buy a stolen vehicle if you are not aware that it was stolen. What I always do is I check a database, a public database, to see if the vehicle's stolen, and I print that out and I put it in my file. Then I buy the car. Now, if it was stolen, when I go to the DMV to get the initial bond form, they would say, we can't do it, it's stolen. And the process would stop there. And then I bought my bond. Then I went to the county. If it had been reported by that time, the county would have said, we can't do this, this is stolen. Then there's a mandatory, I don't know if it's 10 or 15 day DPS hold on titles to verify that everything is good before they release the title. If it had been reported stolen during that time, I would not have gotten the title. So the chance that it goes through this whole process and 2 or 3 months after you sell it, it comes up stolen and you have to go to court and then there's the bond, blah, 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 really are slim to none. This is just letting everybody know what happens when your bonded title goes bad. That's it. That's the story. If you're a dealer, just be prepared to have to come up with cash money if that goes sideways. If you're an individual and you're buying a vehicle to get a bonded title, just be aware if it comes back to you, your bond company will pay, but they're going to want the money back from you. I hope this video was helpful. I'll have some new videos out in the near future. Been kind of busy, haven't really focused on it. Hoping to get some more out soon. Thanks for watching, guys. My website is Buxton Auto, BUXTON auto.com in Fate, Texas. Questions on cars, car titles, cars for sale. I love doing all that fun stuff. We'll talk to you soon.